My fellow traders, welcome to another edition of Rollin with Ed. Man, it was a crazy end of the week for me. I mean, my weekend started out really crazy. But I'll talk about that. I got to vent about that first. And then I'll get to the biggest question that I've gotten this week that I just could not give a long email answer to. But some of you guys know, most of you guys know, I woke up Friday morning and my website, the security certificate wasn't valid anymore. Well, I know it was supposed to renew. They took the money out of my account a couple weeks ago to pay for it. I don't know why GoDaddy likes you to pay for stuff weeks in advance. But when somebody went to update the security certificate, they did something terribly wrong. So now I call back and I get them working on it, and then all of a sudden the whole website goes offline. I mean, at least you could get to it before just bypassing and going in, unsecured, which isn't a problem, going to the videos and stuff like that. But they crashed the whole damn thing. And so I waited for them all day to fix it. They kept saying, okay, it should be fixed in a couple hours, no more than 24 hours and all this other stuff. So, I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I woke up Saturday morning and called them, and they were like, well, it was supposed to be fixed. So, and then they talked about putting in another ticket, and I'm having to go through the whole process again. So I was like, damn. But maybe that was a blessing in disguise, because it forced me to build another website. And I had no idea that I could do what I did in a day. Really less than a day, because it was up and running by 6 o'clock. And I think I started about 9:30, 10 o'clock Saturday morning. And it just reminded me of when I first started Average Joe Trading. That Friday, it was about 2:30 that Friday. I met with, had a conference call with Ross and Jeff. And, with the bullshit they were trying to feed me, I decided I just couldn't stay there anymore. So I sat there for a couple of hours and made a decision to start Average Joe Trading, so I can do my own thing and do things the way I feel they need to be done. Whether it's popular or not, I don't care about getting thousands of subscribers. I want to show people the truth. And that was my goal. And so over the course of the weekend, not just having a little bit of experience from how they did things at Warrior Trading, I was able to start my own community and be up and running by that Sunday. And Monday morning I had about between 25 and 30 people in the room. By the end of the week, I had well over 100. And for me, that was a testament of if there's a will, there's a way. And with this website yesterday, I had a will, because none of my members could get to the videos. And I know a lot of you guys like to watch them over the weekend. So that's why I sent the email out and said, hey, I'll be right here. Any videos you want to watch, I'll send you the link, the direct link to them. So, you won't have any downtime. I owe that to you guys, and to build that new website. So it was an experience. It started out with a lot of frustration and me wanting to just kind of blow up. But then as I calm down and start looking at how I can use these things and just watching a quick video on how to do it, which is something that a lot of us bypass in trading. And I talk about it a lot, how we think we know everything and we could just jumpstart. But I had to stop, learn the fundamentals. And once I learned the fundamentals, there was no stopping me. So it was a really good experience. So just another testament of where there's a will, or when there's a will, there is a way. So I hope you guys like the new look. It works on mobile a hell of a lot better. It's geared for using on your mobile phone and tablets and stuff, where the other one wasn't. I think it's a lot cleaner, a lot neater. I've got the video library cleaned up, so I think that'll make it easier for you guys. Still got some more tweaking to do over the course of the next couple weeks. As with anything brand new, you're gonna have little issues here and there, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So I apologize for ranting and going on so much, but I had to get that off my chest and share that with you guys. So the question that I've been getting this week, obviously, the elephant in the room. Ed, what do you think about the market? What do you think it's gonna do? And honestly, we have no idea where this thing is gonna go. Okay, obviously it's the coronavirus scare that's causing the market to do what it's doing. And the cases worldwide are growing. And just this weekend, they announced the first death here in the United States, up in the Washington State area. And it's just one of these things that happen every now and then that will cause fear and panic in the market. Now, if you've never been through one of these, the best thing to do is to sit back and watch and make sure that you can devise a plan for the next time this happens. The worst thing you can do is go out and start trading this volatility with no plan, because you can make money on it. I know a couple of guys who just went long TVIX at the beginning of the day for 2 days in a row, made good money, and gave half of it back on Friday. But it's not a strategy. It's just get in and hold it, hoping that the market continues to go down. That works temporarily, but you're not going to be able to do that throughout the course of the year. So what are you going to do? I know a lot of people made money last year. I made a lot of money last year when the market sold off like this. I make more money when the market sells off than when it goes up. But a lot of people made money. They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a strategy beyond that. So by the end of the first quarter, they were broke. All the money they made during that sell-off at the end of the fourth quarter in 2018 was gone by the end of the first quarter 2019. No strategy, nothing. So you gotta have a strategy. My recommendation is that you stay true to who you are. Don't change up and start chasing the volatility if that's not what you do throughout the year and you don't have a plan for that. I have a specific plan for TVIX, and there was one day that really was strong and I missed it. The next day it did not trade that way. It traded kind of crazy. Friday it traded kind of crazy. So when it's not trading the right way, I'm staying away from it. I've got a plan, and I'm sticking to what made me, or what got me here. The strategies that I'm using, that I've used for the last 5 years of my life, I'm still using them right now. And you could see what I did this week. I quietly made over $3,000. It should have been a $6,000 week. Had I been able to take advantage of the opportunities. But for one reason or another, things didn't work out, and so I missed out. But I didn't go chasing. I could have easily ended the week with very little money if I'd have been chasing it. But sticking to myself, being consistent, sticking to who I am, I made more money this week than I made all month. And just taking advantage of the volatility. I mean, that's all I was doing. But trading my strategies. So my recommendation through this whole deal is not to go out and try to catch a falling knife, but just trade your strategies, execute, and things are going to work out for you. I 100% believe that if you continue to do that, you stay consistent, you will be in the game a very long time. And like I said earlier, we really don't know the scope of this coronavirus deal. It's still at the beginning stages. I know China put out that their cases are starting to decrease. They were talking about opening up some businesses and stuff. But the reality is it slowing down because they shut everything down and they kept people home? Or do they really understand what causes it and have a way to prevent it? I doubt that. It's too early on. There's still people working on that. There's still question as to where it came from, the origin. They have speculation, but think about the people in Washington State. They said that they had no connections to anybody traveling the world or anything. That they don't understand how they came down with it. Granted, it was just a local test. But still, we had one death already from it. But, it's just, we just don't know. So we have to understand that until we can figure out what caused it, how to contain it, do we have any vaccines for it? Is somebody working on a vaccine that may work? It's just so much up in the air. But the other thing I want you to remember is that instances like this are temporary. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's not going to last forever. So we just have to be cautious, trade within ourselves, don't get outside of what we do, so that, and we can take advantage of the market volatility and everything with our own strategies without having to change a whole lot. We can just get bigger moves, more money, and move on from that. So I know it might not be the answer you guys wanted to hear. It may not be the strategy you want me to share with you, but that's the smart thing to do. I always try to do the smart thing. I don't try to force issues. Just trade within yourself. I am where I am today because I'm consistent. When the market's more volatile, the trends last longer and they trend harder, which means you make more money. This week, prime example. All right, I didn't take a whole lot of opening range breaks because the market was too iffy. I just waited. I was patient, caught the trends, and made some decent money on it. So hopefully that lets you know where I am on this, and what I think about the market. I'm not going to predict where it's going to go. I'm just going to trade what it gives me. You have to let the market tell you what it's going to do, and then you trade accordingly. Don't start trading and thinking about and trying to predict where something's going to go, because it usually ends in disaster, because it's a 50-50 guess. You're gambling. At least when you wait for the market to tell you, you've got an edge. You've already let it tell you where it wants to go, or where it's more likely to go. And so you establish your strategy, execute it, implement it in the market, and then start making some money. So again, guys, I hope you like the website. Like I said, I'm leaving the lifetime special up for you guys that said you were going to get it like Friday or this weekend, but the website was down, you couldn't get it. So it'll be up until midnight tonight, and then the lifetime membership goes back to the normal price. Everything goes back to normal. But that's it. Also, members, look out later on this evening. You're going to get a new password change for the website and the videos. It's the new monthly update, so we'll be getting that out to you later on today. So you guys enjoy the rest of the day. As usual, I got to do some shopping here at Sam's. They're eating me. You know, it's only a handful of us, and the animals, everybody's eating me out of house and home. Even the birds. Seems like every weekend I have to come to Sam's and buy all the animals' food and toilet paper, paper towels, plates, all that stuff for us. I don't know what the hell we do with it, but you know how that goes. Family life. Well, what can you say? All right, guys, so take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning.